Esther 4:4a. Vatavoena na'arot Esther vesariseha vayagidu la vatitchalchal hamakal me'od. We begin today with the call imperfect, third feminine plural of the root bo, and we have the vav consecutive here, so we would have and they entered, the they here being a group of women. Notice here the lack of a vowel with this. It should be segol yod, so if we say vatavoena and imply a segol right there, as we would expect this is actually the Kare reading that's in the margin of the BHS. Next, we get the subject, and what we have here is the women of Esther. Now, of here, notice the ot ending is the same for the feminine plural absolute or construct, but the accent mark right here is called the azla. In some places, it's called the kadma. But here we have the azla, which is a conjunctive accent, meaning that these two words are run together. So that's where we get the construct, the women of Esther. That gives us the third feminine plural option up here. And then we get along with this vav of accompaniment, along with her eunuchs, And they said to her, or they declared to her. Here the root is nagad. It's a hifil, third masculine plural. Notice the yod's preformative right here. So we have, and they declared to her. In other words, they told her all that was going on in the king's court. And next, we get a third feminine singular imperfect now. This time it's a hitpalpel. So let me write that out a little bit odd, hitpalpel. And the root is chayil or chil. This is a hollow root with this yod here in the middle. Oftentimes this happens with a vav, so these two vav yod verbs or hollow verbs, you'll get the reduplication. So there's one chal and here's another chal, chal, and so you get this palpel or palpal in this case. So a bit of an odd verbal form, but one that Halot lists only one time. And means to be writhe with fear or to be seized by fear, something like that. And so we get the subject here is the queen was seized by fear greatly, was greatly distressed.